start streaming. Bow, bow, bow. I kind of wanted to not have that fucking recording. It's your boy, Fat Man. What's happening? We're talking about the Diddler. I can't believe I call that man the Diddler. Alright. It's been a minute. I didn't stream Sunday. I just don't know what the fuck. I was supposed to stream Sunday. Usually Sundays are good stream days. We're talking about P-Diddy, right? We're talking about Sean Puffy motherfucking Combs. We are going in on this motherfucker. Now, for some of you who are out there, you probably don't know what's up with the whole Diddy shit. So we're going to get into it. This is a video that has been flying around. Now, I am not going to show the entirety of said video because I do not want the internet to flame this or like it gets blocked on certain sites. So I'm going to link this in like descriptions or whatever, or I don't know, whatever the fuck, Twitter. It's on Twitter. You can basically Google it. You can go anywhere. It's on Drama Alert anyway, so there's that. I'm going to click this. I'm going to get into the Diddler. The fucking Diddler. The Diddler. Mr. Diddly Diddler.
Allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
There he is. First of all, running down the hallway in just a towel like this is crazy. Okay? First of all.
Video captured on multiple cameras.
There he is.
Shows Combs assault.
I'm not showing that part. Let's try to skip ahead. He ran down. He ran back.
Corner. Moments later, he can be seen throwing an object in her direction. According to Ventura's now settled lawsuit, the pair began dating several years after they met in 2005. They parted ways in 2019. Combs' attorney said the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing.
Really? Are you sure about that? Also, I shaved because the facial hair was getting too much. Like, you know, if you got facial hair, keep it at a minimum. Do your best to clean it up. But like the shit was starting, like I was eating food and the shit was starting to be like, hello, getting in my mouth and shit. It was annoying.
Ventura declined to comment on the video, but her attorney told CNN the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs.
Now, they said Diddy had a lot of blackmail at his house. His house was raided by the police, which if you look on the news, it was. People were suspecting that Diddy had some skeletons, some secrets, something in his closet.
Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. The video hasn't been seen publicly.
Ooh, I don't even know if I should show her being dragged. I don't know. This is like kidnapping right now. This is very bad.
Before, and comes on the heels of a series of civil lawsuits alleging Combs' involvement in sex trafficking and sexual abuse. Allegations Combs has repeatedly denied. In a December 2023 statement, Combs responded to the claims in all the lawsuits, saying, "Sickening allegations have been made against me."
Enough is enough. I can imagine him. Enough is enough. I am tired of these sick allegations. Okay.
By individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged.
Really? Really? And this is 2016. Okay.
CNN has reached out to representatives for...
Now, there's more Puff information. Now, here's Puff's apology after said beating. Here we go. Now, the apology, I never watched the apology. I never sat down and understood this apology, right? I never broke down this apology. I never recorded this apology. Some people may say, I'm late. Bitch, I'm on time because they're still talking about it. There's still shit happening here. Now, is this like the whole Johnny Depp situation? The hell the fuck no, it's not. This is deeper than the whole Johnny Depp situation. This is Sean Puffy motherfucking Combs out here, the Diddler, doing something crazy and out of his mind. Now, fast forward to this moment, Does this look like a man that is sorry for his actions? Personally, probably, yeah, but under a gazebo. This is like on vacation, bro. Like, come on.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life.
Go to jail.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
So I love when he says, it's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. You are the one that beat the shit out of somebody and you're calling it the darkest times. What? Now, I don't know where Sean Puffy Combs has been, but I think darker times has been called much different things to a person who's actually gotten their asses beat. Because it wasn't dark for you, my friend. Maybe your mental state, okay.
I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom.
And you hit Cassie to rock bottom. What are we talking about, Combs? What the fuck?
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Okay. What do you know what your behavior was? How is it inexcusable when it seems that you're excusing it at this point? Okay.
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Oh.
I'm disgusted.
Does he know his actions in the video? Is he just saying the shit? I feel like he's just saying shit. Guys, I wanted to come to you to tell you that I didn't mean to stick my hand in the cookie jar and then slap that child and kick them down the slide. I was appalled. Like, what is going on right now, man?
I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
Are you disgusted? This is not the face of someone who is disgusted. There's an apology of someone in the cosplay community who threw out an apology. And his apology just looked like he was the same fucking way. Pissed off, mad, angry, all that shit. I don't believe this like I didn't believe that apology. But let's continue.
When I sought out professional help, I had to go into therapy and go into rehab.
So he went to therapy, then he went to rehab. So he's saying I'm addicted to drugs, or he's going to anger management therapy. He went to rehab. Rehab for what? What type of rehab? You're just saying shit to say shit at this point. Because if you're going to rehab, it means you're doing drugs or some type of substances. Like, yo, what's going on? Professional help. Yeah, you do need jail.
Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Hate that type of shit. I had to ask God. Nigga, God don't care about you. You made your bed, you sleep in it. Don't ask God for forgiveness. The fuck? I hate that shit. I had to shut your ass up.
Grace.
The look away. The look away. Like someone got a gun to his head.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Diddler, I bet you are.
But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
Oh,
Not
okay.
asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Oh, nah, bro. I don't believe this shit for an instance. So now we got a Cameron interview where on CNN. Shout out CNN and Cameron. This shit's funny.
Thanks for being here. First, when you saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video was egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that trafficking, minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So
Thank you, Cameron. Respect it. Okay. All right. You know, gotcha.
when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it.
Yeah.
Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it.
Note, Cameron said this. The nigga, I know him, but he's not a friend. Man.
Did you
As far as
recognize
everything
him?
I just said,
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all?
I wasn't finished talking.
Your
I
experiences?
don't like that. What did you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him, so yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide, it's for Cassie. What I think of.
That was a shitty apology for Cassie, Cameron. You should that apology was shit. That was a shitty apology.
About it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mase. Listen.
Yeah.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
They were
Thank you,
doing.
man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram,
knew
man.
with Biggie
Don't have me just out here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get
Instantly,
emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie
It is what it
would
is.
do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry
What the fuck was
about
that?
how Diddy treated his artists?
Bro's hand is shaking. Cameron's hand, bro, is shaky. That is a shaky hand. Check this out.
In the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
That's a shaky hand. You good, Cameron? You good? Shaky hand.
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
Cameron, no. No, Cameron. No. My chair can't go back further. I'm falling. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is he doing? Why? Why did he do that? One more time.
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I'm just going off what Mase
Her eyes
said.
was like-
Mase took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puff is like Mase know Puff. So I appreciate what Mase said, and of course that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mase may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is, and y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mase from there, but for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting
Cameron.
around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Cameron black. Cameron's like, yo, I don't be sitting around watching what the fuck Diddy be doing. Y'all niggas is bugging. And then look, I actually respect him for this because he's just saying it from a personal point of view. Like, I'm not watching Diddy. Diddy's not on my fucking radar like that. I mind my motherfucking business, and y'all should mind y'all motherfucking business too, technically, because Cameron's worried about Cameron, not worried about what the fuck Diddy is doing. You know, who the fuck is the talent agent for this shit? And why the fuck?
Thank you for your time today.
Well, thank you for having me. You enjoy.
Yo, Cameron not playing any fucks. Let's continue with Cameron because this shit is funny.
Yeah, let's actually talk about that before we even get into the questions. Like, elephant in the room. You were on another show.
Yeah, I came. I didn't even go home last night because I went to the studio. I washed up though, so I'm good. I ain't gonna explain none of that. But yeah, man, you was gonna say something? Oh no, I seen your hand. Yeah, no, they invited me on the show to talk about what's going on with Diddy and all that. And then my thing about it was Mase is that they didn't invite me on to say about how successful our show is or the positive stuff we do in the community. how every day, 5 days a week, Mase talks to kids on a Zoom call. Mase doesn't even promote this. I'm going to promote this for Mase. Is that every day at 5 o'clock, it don't matter what's going on, what's happening, where he's at. It could be money involved. It could be a photo shoot. It could be whatever. He stops what he's doing to talk to kids around the world about being positive and doing what they believe in and so on and so forth. And to the point where, you know, one day he was at my house and he told me, Cam, you can't make no noise. Don't come in. I'm not playing with you. Like, that's how serious, no, but seriously, that's how serious he takes what he does. And we do all these positive things, and you call me on CNN for the bullshit, I'm gonna give you the bullshit. That's just what's gonna happen. So
I respect that. He's basically saying, don't call me for drama and bullshit when we over here trying to do the positive shit on our podcast, and you're not even trying to promote our podcast or give our podcast its recognition. You just want information about the diddler, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't see a problem with what CNN was asking, but they should have been more. Cameron should know what it is when it comes to the industry of news. News industries like CNN or NBC, any type of like news media outlets will try to use you to talk a lot of shit about what's going on in the media and have you be a mouthpiece, right? Because he was in the industry, he's been in the industry, right? He's gonna be used as a fucking mouthpiece. Understandable. But at the same time, damn, nigga, play the game as much as you can to kind of like get shit off. But Cameron wasn't about that. Like, it's true.
Oh, we got some free promo. I teased the Pink Horsepower. They tried to bring up when Mase bought me the Biggie instead of Puff, and I said, yeah, if you seen it, what you asking me about it for? Like, nigga, it was self-explanatory. So I got us some free promo. I didn't get the shout out to Dipset Couture. Make sure you go online to dipsetcouture.us to order some shirts and everything else. But yeah, I just felt that you tried to use me, pause, to whatever Diddy going through to down him. And listen, the video, I don't support it. I don't believe in domestic violence. I don't believe in anything that has to do with being a pedophile. I don't believe in sex trafficking. I think what I seen the video was egregious, and the charges fucked up. They're really fucked up. Oh, wait, but nigga, I said what I said. I gave a disclaimer at the beginning. Then we got on the commercial. That was that. So
True.
That's how that went yesterday, man. I don't know why they didn't watch 60 Minutes. They didn't watch Bill O'Reilly.
They didn't actually go through the proper channels.
Doing them joints, pause. Y'all keep inviting me up to Fox, CNN, 60 Minutes. Y'all already know what the resume is with them shows with me. But yeah, that's what happened, Stat.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people had a lot of questions, so I just wanted you to clarify up here. But you guys know we film 5 times a week. You had the Pink Horsepower up there. Y'all seen it. And if you haven't seen the video, it's on Cam's page. You can go to his Instagram and check it out. And
right.
Also, again, shout out to Mase for always being positive and doing good things, because that's what we do over here.
Right. And real quick before you move on, that's what I really want to focus on, because I know we play and joke a lot, but y'all call us up there for that and don't invite us to talk about shit that's positive. Y'all call me like this. We did this in less than 24 hours. You could have called us up for a bunch of positive different things.
But they weren't there for the positivity, nigga. They were there for the diddler drama. They were there because they thought you knew something. They were there because you had some relationship, even if it's with Diddy, as like, yeah, I've worked with him. He ain't my friend, though. Or I've seen him. We ain't cool like that. That's different. But, you know, Cameron's he's gonna be honest about that shit. And I'm glad he's being honest and direct and real with it, because most people aren't.
Things that we do. But you want to play games, that's what you got. That's just what it is. And I don't think we was playing games. I just went up there to promote all the different things that we have going on.
Yes, what's up?
Yeah, mission accomplished.
And I'm saving my takes for the documentary.
Yeah.
So if y'all wondering how I feel, it's coming soon. Pause.
Yeah.
It's coming soon. Pause. All right. Let's move forward. Now, let's move on to the dumbass takes. How many takes I got? I got 1. I got 2. I got 3. I got 3 dumbass takes. Let's hear the dumbass takes. DJ Academics.
Right now, like, yo, if you're not trying to get canceled, it's the only way to be. I think Diddy got to do that.
What?
I said there's 3 ways Diddy could get out of his situation publicly. I don't know about the feds. The feds might still get him. 1, he got to come out, tell the whole world that he been gay or been bi, or that really he always identified as a woman.
Okay, first of all, the been gay part, a lot of the internet was like, Diddy gay, Diddy this, Diddy zesty. Everybody's been making fun of Diddy for that shit. I believe it, right? But maybe he's just zesty. He just got some type of tendencies. But that's Diddy. Now, if that's Diddy, what about him being a woman? He's like, that's going to get him out. First of all, no. Him being gay is not going to give him a pass to beat a woman's ass. He's probably going to get fucked up even worse. You think you think you're gay, you can hit women? No, that doesn't make any sense, Academics. He identifies as a woman. That doesn't make sense either, Academics. He's still going to get his ass beat. He's going to get flamed by the internet.
That's one way. Second way is to say that he had mental health issues.
What?
And,
he's seeking
really,
therapy.
Yeah, he's, he's been seeking therapy this and third. The last way is to say he apologizes.
He has mental health issues and he was seeking therapy. Okay. He said that, but it didn't sound good. So next, Academics.
But all his actions was because he was touched as a child.
What? So he has to lie to say, I was touched as a child and now I beat women and I sexually assault other people or I sex traffic. No, those are not good excuses. One does not equate to the other. As a grown man who one is rich, can't identify what right and wrong is, and then he's using his past trauma to then inflict past trauma, future and past trauma on people. Nah, you bugging. You bugging, Ack. Is that not bug? I'm rich. I was touched as a kid, so now I enact those same things onto other people. And I beat women because I'm gay or I feel like a woman or... Nah, bruh, that's stupid. All that shit is dumb. That's ass vomit right there, Ack.
Yeah, only 3 ways. And people will be like, you know what? Oh, you got fucked too? No wonder you're doing free coughs.
Yo.
No, real talk. Like,
that's
again,
crazy.
Like, we live in a land of trauma, and if people see you as a monster just enacting unwanted, unprecedented trauma without you at least leading up to I mean, obviously he's not white. Like, remember the whole thing with like Timothy McVeigh, the nigga, the white terrorist? There was like, well, let's look into his past. You know what I mean? I don't know if a black dude could pull it up, but I think Diddy's a close.
No. Okay. Bad take from Academics. Charleston White. I don't really like this guy at all. I feel like he's just a shitty person. But Charleston White, who people don't realize used to be part of the government. He used to be part of politics. And he said, politics, I got out of it because of black culture. And I was like, no, you got out of it because you hated it.
She wanted some money.
What?
Obviously, she didn't want Puffy to go to jail. Why all y'all wishing jail on Puffy? Not one time did that girl call the police on P-Diddy, Sean Combs.
Because she was scared shitless. I hate, that's the dumbest nigga in the world. Man said, why did she not call the cops on him? Because she was scared shitless. This is not like, what's his name? Vic Miana, right? People are like, oh, I said the same shit. Why the fuck didn't you tell somebody, oh, he pulled your fucking hair or he made a bad fucking joke? Bitch, you could have said some shit to somebody at any point. This is different. I remember Vic Miana hitting the bitch and a bitch not being scared enough to go to the police. Diddy, he hooked her, dragged her, threw shit at her. He beat her like a child. You think she's going to go to the cops? Then what the cops is going to do is like, that's Diddy. You got proof? You got proof Diddy beat your ass? If you do, well, he's got money, connections. He can pay for shit. And the internet is bigger than it ever was. This was 2016. This is 2024. It's not just about being canceled. Nigga, it's about getting fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole Vic Miana situation was like, he got canceled for some shit and no one could prove any of it right. Even he went to court, but he took people to court for some bullshit. Fast forward. Diddy, you can see that he abused people. The fucking police raided his house. So if this nigga, your response is, well, she didn't call the cops and she didn't get him arrested, doesn't mean she wasn't scared out of her fucking mind? Ass.
Brother love, not one time. I know a lot of relationships. All they do is fight and fuck. Fucking fight. Sometimes, man.
Yeah, those are bad relationships. Those are toxic relationships. Toxic nigga, toxic people, toxic. If you are fighting and fucking somebody, I tell you this right now, you are in a toxic, nasty relationship and you're probably going to end up killing someone or hurting someone. It's a fact, not a fucking statement. It's a fact. I say this to you, I say this to anybody. Don't just be out here fighting people, fucking being mad at people, fighting fucking the person you love. Because if you fist fighting a woman, and I'm not saying like, oh, she hit you with a baseball bat, cracked your knee open, then you had to elbow that bitch. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you had to fight her, bare knuckle brawl, fight her. Like, no, nigga, you wildin'. You wildin'. You wildin'. If it wasn't self-defense, you bugging. You bugging. That's toxic. Toxicity.
I know, man, nigga been in a relationship so long, man, nigga start a good fight so he can do some good fucking. And after nigga get tired of good fucking, what a nigga go back to doing? Some good fight. So that's a lot of toxic relationship. They rap about it in the song. She's Sexy Red, Glorilla, them talk about them.
Sexy Red and Glorilla are stupid ass bitches. No offense to Sexy Red and Glorilla, right? Your music is for ratchet women, ratchet, ignorant women, right? You could be ratchet. You could be all that. Maybe they're personas. They're not really like that. They're just inserting themselves into the culture because they're industry plants. Maybe. But the first thing I realized is Charleston White is 100% a plant. And just this lunatic loser, deadbeat motherfucker. Out here telling people and saying shit to people that you should beat your girl, and if she loves you, she gonna stay with you. Oh, the ratchet rappers are writing about toxicity. Fuck out of here.
Toxic relationship where you know you beat him, he beat you, all that kind of shit. So all I'm saying is, nigga, you ain't never had $1 billion. Ain't no telling how I might treat my bitch if I get $1 billion.
What the fuck does the money have to do with respecting somebody? Or not putting your hands on somebody? Or not threatening somebody's life? What does money got to do with that, Charleston? Asshole.
Please. Fuck are you talking about? Nigga, you broke and be wanting to kick your bitch in the ass. So imagine $1 billion nigga. Man, they get to do what the fuck he want to do with $1 billion. Hell is y'all talking about, man? Fuck it, man, please. And then, shit, they were getting high together. Nigga, that was dope fiend. That's the dope fiend relationship.
Yeah, she was getting high with him at some fucking point, Charleston. But eventually, she must have came to her senses and said, I'm out of here. Or she stole something and said, I'm out of here. And then he woke up and said, I'm going to beat that bitch. Is that fair? No.
Man, they blowing cocaine, smoking weed, Ciroc drinking, pissing on one another. So don't act like she wasn't that.
Pissing on one another is crazy.
Down with the freaking. She was down with the freaking too. Nigga, she was, man, that hoe was taking dicks. Man, he wasn't making her do that. Nigga, that shit was fun for her too. It just wasn't fun when the coin flipped. It's always two sides of the coin now.
Yeah, there is two sides of the coin. But we don't think that she has a... Now, if she has a side of this, is like, yo, look, I did a lot of crazy shit. I wasn't into it. I was fucked up. And Diddy had me fucked up for a pretty long time, pretty sedated, pretty out of it. Then there's another side of the story. But I'm not going to take Charleston White on this shit. Diddy, Charleston, these two are dumb. He's dumb.
She wasn't complaining about the fun part. So, no, bitch.
because I wasn't complaining about the fun part doesn't mean when I came to my senses, I didn't like who I was at the end, nigga. Doesn't mean I didn't respect or cared about who I was as an individual, because that's all I cared about was the fun part. But when I came to my fucking senses and shit died down, that's what really speaks. Your character. Not, yeah, the shit you doing is bad. The shit you doing is controlling. But that doesn't mean behind the scenes there's not a problem.
The rain falls on the just too, just like the sun shines on the unjust. And I'm just saying, $1 billion, Puffy. I wouldn't apologize to now some bitch with $1 billion. I wouldn't give a damn. Nigga, I know niggas will
Puffy could lose his empire like that, and nobody realizes that.
put a hoe, jump on her daddy, beat up her brother, kill her uncle, and nigga slap her mama if her mama with the shit too. I know some niggas like that, and we all got a partner too that whoop his hoe, and his woman, and his girl. Nigga, fuck are you talking about? Stop acting like y'all don't know no nigga that whoop hoes. I know several niggas that whoop bitches, and don't say nothing to them about it.
I don't like Charleston White. That's a dead brain take. The next dead brain take on the fucking poll.
Go for Puff, I do.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Hey, man,
See, you wasn't here, so I want him to hear this.
Cassie ain't the bitch y'all think she is. I always say this, man. Domestic violence is not always abuse, because some bitches like to fight.
Some bitches like to fight is crazy. She didn't like to fight. She got her ass beat. If I show the video, YouTube will kill me, and Twitch will probably not like me. If I show y'all the video, he clotheslined her. He came at her, back of her head, side of her head, slammed her, dragged her, beat her ass, threw shit at her, dragged her a little more, in a towel. I don't think she enjoyed that. So for these brain dead takes like DJ Academics and whoever this guy is, and Charleston White to say she enjoyed that shit, y'all must be smoking some good shit.
Cassie is the same woman that would go to Puff Daddy's house while Kim Porter was alive and watch Puffy beat on Kim, cuss Kim out, abuse Kim, and laugh at Kim.
If that is true, is that because she was with a man of power? Is that because she didn't realize at one point it's gonna be your ass next? Yes, there's two sides to the coin, right? You know, one side is unbalanced, the other side has to be in balance type of shit. You see someone getting beat, that's never gonna be me. But when the shoe is on the other foot, the proper foot this time, it's your ass. And then you realize all the shit that he's done, all the shit that you've seen, all the fun and all that laughter changes because your moral fucking body says, you know what, I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna back the fuck up. But no, it's like, oh, well, she's at fault here too. Alright, nigga.
Kim's friends have came out and it's documented that they say Cassie used to be torturing Kim with Puff.
Because she was always chronically high. She was always chronically in power. Nigga, you never know reasons. I don't know these reasons. I'm just giving some suggestions. I'm just brain shooting, right? None of this is true. But the fact that if that's true, well, damn. Kim Porter, Cassie, they're all victims. And Cassie's probably a victim without realizing that. She had to be the person getting beat, letting Puff beat her ass, getting her ass beat. She had to be the person doing stuff with him, because if not, it's gonna be her. So she had to be the person torturing and doing stuff. If not, she knows he could be doing this to me. Everyone knows. Eventually, it's your ass on a chopping block. Let's stop playing these games.
She is not this victim broad that everybody is making her out to be. This is a treacherous bitch. Anytime a woman that is that beautiful is dating a nigga that is that regular looking, she's hustling her pussy. This is a woman that hustles vagina and we treating her like she a Claire Huxtable or a respectable everyday woman. This bitch is a libido whore. She's libido hungry, and she's money hungry, and she's eating, sucking, and fucking on anybody that got the paper. That $30 million settlement she got, a portion of that should go to Kim's kids.
I'm not gonna lie. True, if that is true, right? But the fact that he's like, she was a libido whore, she was probably being drugged and fucked, used and abused because of all the stuff happening. Now, does that mean she shouldn't, does that mean she should have got beat? No, it doesn't. Does that mean she should have did other stuff with Puff? No, it doesn't. But none of these equate or line up or even have a respectable viewpoint to be respectable. I don't know her past as much as bro here does, or as people have said. Now, yeah, she's a victim right now, but down the line she wasn't. In the past she wasn't, right? Copy, say less. Now what? I have to open up her Pandora's box or throw out her pants to say Puff ain't bad too? Because what he's saying is she's also bad, so is Puff. They're both bad. They're both fucking bad. But she still got her ass beat after she came down off of the fucking high. Let's go.
Because you tortured Kim fucking with a married man to get to that paper. She used to be at Puff House while Kim was there on some super disrespectful shit. I'm spitting like a motherfucker.
But that don't mean that somebody needs to get beat down.
But if a woman participates in the abuse of another woman, why are all women sticking up for her? Some bitches deserve to get whooped on.
You don't.
If she was participating in the abuse, if she was or wasn't, I don't know. But if she was participating, maybe it's because Puff had power. Puff was in a position of power. Puff was like, if you don't do this with me, it's going to be you. And she did it because I don't want it to be me. Or if I do this, he won't ever do it to me. There's so many things in your mind. Oh, this is fun. I'm going to try it. Or maybe if I do this with him, there's anything you could think of rapid firing off in your mind. If I do it, he might respect me. He might give me more money. I might be his new girl, blah, 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 blah. He might not ever touch me like this because I'm doing it with him. I'll never judge him. I know all his secrets, blah, blah, blah. And then shit goes to fucking mayhem in 2016 when she's like, I'm done with this nigga. I'm done being high. I'm taking my shit and I'm leaving. And I'm going to take some of his shit and go. And she probably stole something or took something from him. So he beat her ass, which isn't right, but he beat her fucking ass for it. And still not right at all. But let's continue. But just because she was selling her ass, getting fucked or whatever, doesn't mean it's right.
Know that for a fact.
Look it up. I mean, it's as
that she watched it, that she knew. Now, knowing is a different story because some people are so twisted in their mind that they might think that they can change somebody. Now, that might have been her mistake, but that's not deserving of her getting hit.
I'm saying this is women are not a monolith. Y'all ain't all created the same. Sometimes.
True, that is true, but women are not created the same. Not all women are monoliths. Same way not all men are monoliths. I've learned this. It's basic fucking human processing and free fucking will, right? We are all not the same, even though we all share the same gender, right? Women share the same gender as other women, but not all women speak for other women. Some women want to be housewives. Some women want to be hoes. Some women want to be career-powered women. Some women want to be a career-powered woman but still be a housewife. Some women want to be a hoe but be a housewife. It don't make fucking sense. Some women want to beat some other women's asses, kill them, be haters, steal people's fashion. It's fucking out of its mind. I ain't gonna lie to you. But when it comes down to this, a lot of people really don't know that there's a mix, there's a balance here. Same thing with men. I'm not the average man, but I know there are different archetypes of men. Men are not just one archetype. It's impossible to be one archetype because I've seen some sensitive men who are super strong. I've seen strong men who don't care for being sensitive. I've seen caring, kind men who don't have a single angry bone in their body. But I've seen frustrated and just straight angry men for no fucking reason. I've seen quiet dudes who stay quiet and timid. I've seen people who are just bully ass men who think they're stronger than the next person and don't realize an ass beating is coming a mile away. Watch your back. I've seen men of all different fucking shapes, sizes, and colors and acts in difference. And I've seen men who are just straight up disrespectful and men who are more respectful than anything. I've seen men who do bad shit, but they have good intentions. I've seen people who are good do some really bad, fucked up shit with some crazy causes. But we are not all the same. And it's a fact. It's a fact. Men and women, we're not the same. We understand each other differently. But yes, women are not a monolith, but that does not mean if she's seen it happen or she was high to it, she deserved it. I don't think so. And maybe she deserved it if she was conscious the entire time. Just saying. I'm just saying.
When you see a woman getting her ass whooped, that's because she just robbed a nigga or she set a nigga up to get murdered, or all women ain't fucking victims. So I'm not about to run around here on this tape and act like all you bitches is good bitches.
We're not talking about all bitches.
Ain't
We're
shit.
talking about the cat.
So right here, it may be off. It's just because this is a longer video. So ignore the mouth movements. It's not matching up the audio.
Cassie thing. We're not talking about all bitches.
Cassie,
We're talking about that.
I mean, why are you antagonizing for bitches?
I'm not we're
I'm
talking
just saying,
about Cassie. We already
do you know Cassie?
No, I
do
know.
you think she had sex? Let me ask you a question. I don't know the bitch. I wouldn't piss on the bitch if she was on.
See, he's gaining up. Why are you defending this bitch? Why are you doing that? It's just because from her point of view as a woman, you're talking to one woman and you're expressing your feelings towards all women who are, I don't know, cum gozzlers or succubuses. Like, there's so many e-girls in like the cosplay community that think they're succubus. Like, I'm a succubus. Girl, you are not horny all the time. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Fire in the street.
We're all going on what we see.
Let me ask you a question.
On what we know, what we see.
Do you think that woman had sex with him after he whooped her?
100 million times.
She probably did out of fear. She probably did because, well, this is my daddy. This is the man with the money. She probably did out of so many reasons. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right and understandable. Like, Jesus Christ. A lot of people will sit here and be like, well, that made it right for her to get her ass beat. No, it fucking didn't. If it's not right and it doesn't stand, it's not fair to anything happening. And we can sit here and say, oh, you know, wow, shout out to the UK for watching my videos. I appreciate y'all. We shouldn't sit here and say, oh, well, that's what she gets. That's her fault. I don't agree with that thinking. I don't agree with that. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. But I'm not going to sit here as a man and say, yeah, she deserved that. I don't think so. I don't think that should have been handled unless it was self-defense. If a girl's coming at me with a bat, it's up. I'm sorry, you coming at me with a bat. But if a girl's coming at me fighting, swinging, get off me. That's it. I'm pushing you. And as a man, just push somebody. Don't hit them. You can easily push a woman who's fucking with you. Don't have to fight her. Unless she's coming at you with a weapon, she's trying to kill you, that's different. Defend yourself at all means, all cost. But the fact that they're picking on her, like, oh, why are you picking on like a woman or picking this woman or defending this woman? Is just because from her point of view as a woman, from her point of view, she's going to be like, you can't just sit here and shit on her because it sounds like you're shitting on all women who are maybe stuck in a similar situation of a man with a lot of power. Because there's drug kingpins out there, people who are selling mad drugs, people are moving mad money, mad weight, people are doing a lot of crazy shit back in the day and maybe even now who have a woman doing crazy shit with them. She may like it, she may have to deal with it, or she may do it for her survival. She may shut her mouth because she has to, because it's going to be her dead body ended up somewhere, her in a situation, her getting tortured, her... You never know a person's train of thought. I keep coming back to this because it's a fact. Same way as it comes to like being in the cosplay community, a lot of people are like, oh, you never know somebody's intentions with this girl over here, or someone's intentions with that guy. Because honestly, I'm not going to lie, you don't know someone's intentions. But I'm not going to sit here and say if Cassie was an angel, she was an angel. But if She became a victim because of Sean Puffy Combs. She became a victim without realizing she's been victimized the entire time. Using, abusing, seeing other people get used and abused. She's been in the perpetual motion of being a victim, being used, and eventually, when the shoe is on the other fucking foot, she's getting her ass beat. I'm sorry, it's a fact. And you don't see it right now, but that's the fact. And right now, they're starting to jump her because she's defending Cassie.
Stayed with him many years after that.
Talking about?
That's not still.
I don't like a motherfucker. If a bitch whoop my ass, I'm through with you.
True. That is true. But you don't have the money, the power, the influence. You don't have nothing. And what do abusers do? Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I love you. Baby, oh my God, baby, I'll never do it again. I promise. I'm going to get some professional help. You know, let's just take this hit with me. Take this blunt that's laced. Let's snort this coke. Let's do some fun. Let's have some fun, baby. You know what I'm saying? He's rich. He's a billionaire. Once you get to the top of all that money, you have no more desires, no more wants, nothing. Anything is up. The richest of the rich have no more carnal urges to be filled because they have everything. What happens when you have everything? What happens? It's up. If you have everything, it's up. You can do anything, be anybody. You have all the urges and desires. Clothes don't mean nothing to you. Food don't mean nothing to you. Wherever you go means nothing to you. It's fucking stupid, but it's a fact. He's rich. He can lie to her. Baby, I'm sorry for whooping your ass. Baby, I love you. What? How you love her? You just beat the shit out of his bitch. You just pile drived her fucking face into the concrete. How do you love her? Like, it don't make sense, but it's a fact. He can lie to her every single fucking time. Come on, bro. That's what happens with abusers. With women abusers. Baby, I'll never hit you. I'm so sorry. I love you. She gets naked, sucks your dick, fucks you the right way. You bust a nut. He do the same. Come here, baby. Kiss her, hold her, fuck her. Abuse is not, it's mental, it's physical, financial. Come on. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Physical abuse, it covers the whole spectrum. Physical, financial, mental. He had all three. He had all fucking three. Verbal, come on.
Well,
hey, I had a cousin get stabbed 4 times in the chest in his
10 years choosing to stick around, not even married, is exactly that, a choice. She was benefiting off of his, I can't see off of his cash. I'm sure he is evil, but human greed is unmatched. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Duras. You're right, Duras. Human greed is unmatched. But she could have stepped away, or could she? Because she's seen too much. Do you think Puffy gonna let her walk away? Because she's seen too much already. She knows too much. She go blab in the tabloids. So what's her thought? I stay here. I stay in it. You know what I'm saying? He's already got the wealth, the power to control. She's scared. She has to stay. She has to. There's no choice. Until she stopped getting high and actually got the fuck up and left. Different story, right? Different strokes for different folks type of shit.
Sleepster, a mom. I got 50 first cousins and 80% of them is women. All women aren't dainty women that need to be.
That's the truth. I get that. That is the truth. I believe that.
I call him my cousin.
But there's also a thing called Stockholm Syndrome for some people. And that's crazy.
His wife shot him 5-6 times.
That's a bad relationship. People will mention these toxic ass relationships as if they're the end all be all type of relationships to be in. No, they're not the end all be all types of relationships to be in. They're not. Those are evil relationships that you chose to be in. If you don't know your partner, really start to study and understand your partner. Being in a relationship, I'm not gonna lie to you, being in a relationship with someone for 4 years, 6 years, yes, it is a choice. But not knowing if this person is dangerous, if they have any type of mental illnesses, if they have any type of destructive behavior, you need to understand what comes with that. And if they'll put your life in jeopardy or in danger. Just saying. Let's continue.
On their honeymoon, because another girl called the phone.
That's a jealous woman.
Shot him, snuck him with a gun. When this nigga came to, because it's a miracle, he lived. And I love him to death. But do you know what this motherfucker said?
What?
I got to go get my wife out of jail.
Oh, yeah.
He just said not all women are victims. I don't.
But that.
Yes, but she chose to shoot him because she was enraged with jealousy. She couldn't separate her jealousy. He married a jealous, evil person. I would have left that person in a heartbeat. I would have told her, give me your hands. Bitch, you shot me, you stupid. You thought I came here to apologize? No, I hope you burn in hell and go fuck yourself. And I would have moved on with my life. That's a choice at the end of the day. It's a choice to move on and not still stay a fucking victim, getting your ass beat or shot or dealing with jealous people. If a person is so jealous to the point that they'll shoot you because another woman called your phone, relax. I got a lot of girls who are friends. None of them call me. They all text me. And my girl don't get jealous because I tell my girl every fucking thing. My last relationship is different. I told my girl everything still, but I kind of just like, eh.
That's all I mean.
Once he came to and realized what happened, because you know when he woke up, he wasn't right at first. Yeah. But once he realized what happened, this motherfucker was worried about the bitch who tried to murder him.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because he cared and loved her. Love is blind. I'm not going to lie to you. Love is blind. Love is stupid. Love is toxic. Love is evil. Love consumes you. But what shouldn't consume you, I'm going to say this right now, is the bullshit. The bullshit. And the bullshit is letting abuse and abusers walk all over you because you're too nice, you're too kind, and you're fucking weak. Stop being nice. Stop being too nice. Stop being too kind. Stop being weak. And when I mean stop being weak, I mean stop being weak-minded. As men and women, I'm gonna need y'all to stop being weak-minded people. Stop being used, stop being abused, and grow the fuck up and grow a spine. Do not let other people walk all over you. Because outside in the real world, outside my door, people try to walk all over me every day. And if I say something and press back, there's a problem. And what I mean, don't be too nice, don't be too kind. Don't overplay your role. Don't be the nice guy. Be nice. Don't be, I'm the good guy. You're not the good guy because you're using I'm the good guy. But do not let abusers and people stick around and abuse you. Because why the fuck are you doing that? You're stupid. You're playing, I don't mean the word you stupid. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. I'm trying to remove the word stupid from my vocabulary. It's very hard. Try it. It's hard. Don't stick around for abuse. But if the person has more money, more power, more influence, if they're fucking P-Diddy, it's different. It is different because now they're at an actual stage of power. When people talk about, oh, you had influence and power, yeah, he's at an actual influence and an actual stage of power. Actually. But let's continue.
I'm not sticking up for men that whoop women. What I'm saying is, all women aren't victims. All women are not victims.
Right.
We know they suspended Stephen A. when he had the balls to say something like that.
You say what?
I'm going to say this. Most women are victims. Most men are victims. You are a victim of your own circumstances. You are. I'm going to say that right now. Because you put yourself in that circumstance without realizing without having the foresight. Hindsight is 20/20. The moment you step into something or even go into something, you should already be thinking of the most 40 fucking reasons why shit can go wrong. And if you haven't, then you are playing the game that even I play on the daily basis. It's called I'ma just see. And only for $2.99, you can get the I'ma just see card. Let's get out of here. Let's continue this.
They suspended Stephen A. off ESPN when he had the balls to say something like what you just said.
Yeah.
But I let you ride because I already know you telling the truth.
Ain't nobody.
I don't think all women are victims. I don't think all men are victims. Moving on to Charlamagne on The View. Charlamagne actually brings up something in a conversation, and I didn't play the rest of it. I wanted to play it on stream for y'all. Shout outs to YouTube. Shout outs to 27 viewers who've probably come, gone. Shout out to one comment. Appreciate the one comment on fucking YouTube. Do I have any comments on Twitch? I actually do not have 0 comments on Twitch. Shout outs to YouTube. Shout outs to Twitch. All right, here we go. The View, Charlamagne the God. Or the yes.
I'm not sure if you want to answer this, but what are your thoughts on everything going on with Diddy right now?
I think when it comes to that situation, man, I think we shouldn't focus on the individual. We should focus on the issue. Because I think what happens a lot of times is, you know, because of the celebrity, we get lost in talking about the celebrity and not talking about the actual issue. The issue is domestic violence.
Yep,
right. The issue is exactly what I just said about, you know, men not going to do the proper work on themselves. And
I disagree. But I'll let this play out before I talk.
They're dealing with a lot of pain and a lot of hurt and unhealed trauma, and they're projecting that pain and that hurt on the other people. The issue is patriarchy, right? Because as long as you have a system where men feel superior to women and they're dealing with that pain and they're dealing with that hurt, they're going to project that. You know, we're going to continue to project that onto our women. So I think those are the issues that we should be discussing as opposed to talking about the individual. And we tend to do that a lot as a society. We get lost in the celebrity of things as opposed to, okay, what are we here for?
Because it's clickbait.
Yeah.
It's clickbait.
Like, Diddy brings the engagement, but right now, as I'm talking, there's a woman out there getting beat up by a man. Right?
Okay.
And she's not going to get no news coverage. Nobody's going to talk about her.
We should say the name of Cassie, the survivor of the domestic violence.
Yes.
Let's talk more about her.
Absolutely. Just talk about the issue, Priya. Let's talk about the actual issue and not the individual.
All right. I actually agree a little bit with Charlamagne, so I disagree, right? One, yes, the issue is domestic violence, but that's not the issue. The issue is Diddy and people proving that Diddy and everything about him is right, especially the fact that he abused somebody and all the allegations, his house getting raided. Diddy is having the check marks of being a bad person. That is what the issue is about. It's not just, oh, Cassie's not the victim or Cassie is the survivor. It's also Diddy's a fucked up person and we've seen it coming. Yes, domestic violence is bad. Point blank, period. Domestic violence is bad. You shouldn't fight your significant other. You shouldn't hit people for no fucking reason. Girls shouldn't hit boys randomly. Boys shouldn't hit girls randomly. Only in self-defense, you know, equal hands for equal person defending their ass. I do look at this as a stretch of imagination. The fact that people will sit back and tell you, oh, it's not a big deal, or domestic violence, or they'll sit there and apologize. An abuser is an abuser. And the way people move and the way people abuse is crazy. And I don't see Diddy as a person that is a straight up apologist at any point. I don't see Diddy as the person that people should go to respect, to care about 100%. I don't think domestic violence is even actually truly it. It's more on what shit stands for and what people stand for on top of the bullshit. I do agree that domestic violence is something that we can all talk about. We can all solve, we can all have a conversation about individually. You see it happening, stick up for a person. Say something. Yes, you're gonna put your body and life in there, but you might get fucked up. But that's why you self-defense, you know what I'm saying? Carry a taser, carry some mace, carry a 4-inch blade, finger length, and cut that nigga up. I'm just saying, it happens. But also, I believe he's wrong when it comes to Diddy. People should be talking about Diddy. People should be talking about his bullshit. People should be talking about him out here abusing Cassie because he's checking off the box of being a bad person. He is checking the boxes. It wasn't just the fact that he hit her and, oh, she's not really the victim. She is the victim. She is the survivor of that or whatever else is happening behind closed doors. Because, yes, there's domestic violence happening across the country. I do understand that. I do have to preference this as saying if there's domestic violence happening all across the country, all across the world, we can't stop it all. We can leave a message out there for others to stop what is happening. But at the end of it, people's minds, their brains, they'll never truly stop it. It'll never end. It only ends when the person probably fades away into existence and dies. Or someone takes actions into a drastic hands. Don't take actions into your own hands. Drastically, your life will change. I promise you that. But the situation is about Diddy. The situation is not just about, domestic violence. It's domestic violence and Diddy. And Charlamagne is trying to separate the two to say, this is what it's about. I don't necessarily agree with that because it's not. And he knows it's not. Let's continue.
When it comes to us, it doesn't seem to be the thing we think, amplified is the right word. Yeah.
All right. Shouts to Charlamagne here. Abba and Preach. I fuck with Abba and Preach. We're going to watch this video. This is a good video talking about the diddler. Let's go.
Like, usually you're good on rating excuses, apologies. That's your thing. Yeah. And you're going to rate this thing for us so we know.
Shouts to Abba and Preach. The worst apology. Diddy, the diddler.
Put the head going down. All right.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life.
Really?
Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
You saw Preacher's face. Preacher's face is what killed me.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. It's crazy.
But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
Oh, okay, sir.
I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Oh, okay.
I'm truly sorry.
Of course, nobody's really having it, but I really want to know, how would you rate that?
A 4, a 2, a 0.0.
Oh, that's a calculation face. It's crunching the numbers.
I give it 3 Karen tears out of 10.
3 Karen tears out of 10.
3 Karen tears?
Yep.
Why so low, Abba?
The apology.
The apology.
Or the restitution has to match the act. Mm-hmm. If I smack you in the face out of nowhere, really hard, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
No, we fine.
But if I say something like, I don't think you look good out of nowhere, and you didn't even ask, like, hey, you know what, that's my bad, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
That matches.
Matches.
That matches.
That matches.
Yeah.
The action should the apology should match said action more than it should match what he did, right? If you slap somebody, apologies is a physical thing. If you say, but that person wants retribution because you just physically assaulted them. If you just say, oh, you look ugly in that dress today to a girl, that bitch want to fight you. I ain't gonna lie. Hello from Atlanta. Yo, what up, Atlanta? Yo, it's the boy Fat Man. Appreciate you, T.A. T.A. Appreciate you, man. My chat is dead. My YouTube channel is dead. And I'm also here on Twitch. So, appreciate you from Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. It's me up in New York. Late at fucking night. So I'm just talking about the diddler. The diddler. Let me know what you think about the whole Diddy drama.
You have a match.
Someone says, I take full responsibility.
What does that mean?
You know what's crazy? My eardrum is actually hurting right now. I have no idea why. You know what's crazy? I didn't think about that. If somebody says, I take full responsibility for something, what does that mean? 100%, right? They don't talk about their action. They don't talk about their behavior. They don't talk about nothing. They say, I take full responsibility for whooping that bitch's ass. You sure about that, big fella? Okay. Okay. So where's the true responsibility being taken? Just in action, in words, and not actual action? Because he made that apology, and I can't lie. That was a half-ass apology. And it didn't feel genuine or sincere. And some people will say, Cameron was like, well, the apology wasn't for us, it was for her. And I'm like, are you sure? Because he was apologizing too broad, and too across the fucking pond. But let's go.
Take full accountability.
What does it mean?
Because Pussy.
When the allegations first came out, I remember he was calling her a liar.
Yeah.
He was saying she was a liar. A bunch of people was trying to get him. Mm-hmm. It was untrue and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My question to you is he sorry it happened, or is he sorry he got caught?
He's sorry he got caught. He not sorry it happened. Listen, if I was beating a bitch's ass behind the scenes, you think I would be sorry I got caught? No. I would totally be sorry I'm so sorry I was beating this bitch behind the fucking Turks and Caicos. Like, what the fuck are we talking about right now? A person is really gonna be sorry. They're gonna be sorry. They're not gonna make an apology video. They're going to do their best to apologize to that person understandably. But he's not. He's sorry he got caught. Because he was doing more than that behind the scenes.
This is Fluffy Daddy just a few weeks ago.
Fluffy Daddy.
For the last couple of weeks, I've sat here silently to watch people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation, my legacy, my take that. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. He's talking about Cassie, the woman he was beating right there. Let me be absolutely clear.
Oh, clarity. We have clarity here.
I did not.
Oh, shit.
I never did.
Sleep with that woman. Wait, no.
That
was Bill Clinton. Or George Bush.
Did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Signed, the Diddler. Now.
The Diddler.
This man. That was his response. And it's easy to say take accountability once there's nowhere else to hide.
True.
Hey, wow.
See, when you had the position of power, when your high-priced lawyers came through, was you about taking accountability then? No. You did everything to avoid it.
That's
true.
Now that you have no choice but to take accountability, you're saying, no, boo-boo. You're not taking accountability. It's being shoved down your throat and forced on you.
True.
That's not the same thing.
True.
That's not the same thing.
True. The light is being shined on him, which he never thought would ever happen behind closed doors. But since it got brought out into the public and he's such a public figure, he was exposed for being such a bad person. Now, I sit here and say this for the most part is, you did all this behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind the curtain, and you thought you was never going to get caught. What sucks about it is the fact that you got caught and you apologized. You apologized. You just made a fucking broad apology and didn't even understand the ramifications of those actions. Because you're so rich and famous, you still don't understand the ramification of those actions. And some people just think, well, this is just the next cancel culture. She might have stole something. He was defending his shit. Shut up, bitch. He fucking hit her he hit her like she was a grown fucking man. He hit her like she was a fucking dude. Like she could take that punch. That means and that's not the first time he's done that. You can see by the video, which I'll probably have links later on. He did that shit. Let's go.
The difference between someone coming out of their own will and wants to come to apologize to you and someone having to do it because someone's holding a gun to their head, we know that difference. We know the difference. So the apology is trash. It's horrible. The only thing that could have made it worse was being like, I'm sorry you felt that I abused you. That's the only way.
Yeah, that would have been sad as fuck.
No.
You know those apologies?
No.
The apologies that are not apologies?
I
I'm sorry you feel disrespected.
Yeah, but the video, we could clearly show that she felt something, and it was just not in her feelings.
Well, I'm sorry you felt like I beat your ass and dragged you across and threw a flower pot at your head. I'm sorry you feel that way. Crazy. That's a 1 out of 10.
That's a 0. That's a 0.
Yeah.
That's a sub.
That doesn't matter what you do.
That's in the negative.
Yeah. I mean, listen. In the wake of this, in relation to the last conversation we had, the son came out and defended his dad after the video came out?
He did?
He came out and he said, guys, this is something from 2016 and they handled it then. Why y'all bringing it up now?
Because it's deplorable. Because this is my problem. I do understand my problem with like time and conversations and things of that nature, right? Because something happened in 2016 and they handled it then, the internet and people didn't see it in 2016, didn't understand it in 2016 until now. They get to see, wow, that's Puff Daddy. Wow, that's the ramifications of Puff getting angry with someone close to him. Someone he's known for such a long time that he ended up beating their ass. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. She was the closest thing to him that he ended up whooping her ass. Are you for real? Are you playing stupid with hopscotch? No. She got her ass beat by this man. The closest thing to this man, to Puff. And he was whooping her ass. Behind closed doors, in front of closed doors. Doesn't matter if it happened in 2016. What matters is the fact that you don't understand the ramifications of the actions. And people don't understand the things coming at you about right now. This is who you are. It's a reflection of what you've been doing. It may not be at first. Maybe if all these other allegations were happening, I could understand this. Like, Puffy beat her ass. He's an abuser. Perfectly fine, right? But we don't know what happens behind closed doors. Now, what's happening behind closed doors is probably exactly what the fuck we just saw. But I said this one time watching this whole Vic Miana shit, right? We don't know what happened behind closed doors when the people that didn't like Vic didn't like his ass, right? And they wanted him out the fucking industry. Why did they want him out the industry? Because he was a bad fucking dude. Because he didn't fit their narrative. He didn't fit their perception. He didn't fit their viewpoint on what they cared about. But they kept Damon Mills, who's a known sexual abuser, a known pedophile, in their fucking ranks. But they kicked out Vic, right? Because of whatever the fuck. Now it's probably different with Diddy. I don't think Vic was behind scenes slapping bitches in the face, calling them hoes and spitting on them and doing drugs next to them and making them do drugs. He ain't that rich. So to see someone like Diddy doing some crazy shit is different because he has power, money, status. He's at a higher point. To see him do that crazy shit, you have to think about it. If you're doing it at such a crazy level and you just hit this bitch in the face, what are you doing behind the scenes? That means the rest of the shit that's out there is true. And even if that's not true, bro, you looking really mighty suspicious right now. Think about that. Even if it happened in 2016, he's a fucking asshole for doing that shit, for abusing her, for being a fucking dickhead. He's the dick. Oh, but, it happened a long time ago and they handled it. Yeah. Doesn't mean it was right. Doesn't mean it was handled. Because when the internet gets upon something, that shit ain't really handled, nigga. When the internet grabs it, it ain't really handled. I need y'all to understand that. When the internet grabs a hold of it, that shit ain't handled. Let's go.
That was his response to seeing that video.
So, you know what? And I try to see okay. In the last video that we did, I tried to see the perspective of the maybe. You know what I mean? Playing devil's advocate. But goddamn, playing devil's advocate is really just an expression. I'm not actually talking about the devil. But in this case, goddamn. No, you cannot beat up. It's just, for real, you know what? Son, I'm going to give you an advice for you. Shut the fuck up.
Actually, a better advice: stay out of grown folks' business. That's what they used to tell me when I was growing up. Yo, stay out of grown folks' business.
Sit that one out. Sit down. Reflect on it.
Yeah, listen.
God damn.
Listen.
That's a complete disregard for people. If you coming out and that's your excuse,
You know what accountability would look like? Why don't you go on and admit all the other evil things that you claim you never did in the statement before? Go ahead and admit to those things. Don't just apologize. Don't say you're asking God for forgiveness. There's people you hurt on this earth that you have to pay restitution for. It ain't just God that you got to look to. It's got to be the people that you hurt. Now, they could choose not to forgive you, but have you ever tried to actually make amends for all the evil things that you've done to people? Have you begun to sow the seeds to undo the wrath that you've brought upon the land? It's not enough to just, I'm talking to God. Okay, well, you know what? God also wants you to take action in real life.
True.
Some of us are not Christians.
You slap your wife, you don't go just talking to God. Who do you have to talk to?
Yeah, you talk to an anger specialist? Do you talk to somebody that can handle that? Who do you talk to? Or is he just saying I talk to God just because I want to get it off my back and off my shoulders? We'll never know. Let's continue.
It ain't Ghostbusters. So what is...
Ah, shit. That commercial came in crazy. Let's go.
Who do you have to talk to? It ain't Ghostbusters. So I just see stuff like this, and the mentioning of God bothers me. Not because I don't think there's nothing good to come from like having that conversation and finding that forgiveness in yourself and with your higher power. Good. There's people here that you hurt.
And if it's true accountability, you're addressing Cassie by name. You're addressing her by name. You're addressing your actions of abuse by name. Saying that I abused her, I didn't mean to do that. Look, she took something from my room. I got pissed the fuck off. It was something very valuable. At least if you can defend yourself, you can be fucking honest and you can be real. But he's not being honest and being real, and he's vague about it.
Yeah, that's the one portion of it. The second thing is, the more you peel back the layers, like when you go read the Cassie allegations, like there's dozens of things from her being trafficked by this guy, him sitting in the corner while other dudes are taking like she's being forced to do these things. There's some really disgusting stuff that he needs to. You want arrested? Come and actually admit to what you did.
Because the thing is, you just apologized for that day.
Yeah.
In the book.
I said it. He apologized for that day. Let's go.
The book is full. What about the other days?
Oh. What about the other people?
What about the mother of your child? Of your kids?
Yep.
It's the other things. It's the things that we did not see. The things that are not backed up the things that are not backed up with a camera. The things that we don't know about, that you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You claim it's you dark times and stuff like that. What people are claiming is not times or a period.
Mm-hmm.
They're depicting an individual over a long period of time with different people. Yeah, you're right, man. I think whenever people are like, I'm taking full responsibility, what really does that mean?
True.
I think it's just lip service. So that people just say the right things because they think they're the right things to say. And look, I get it. You're ashamed of something. Maybe you did something bad. You don't want to come forth and admit it. You deny because you're not ready for the social ostracization. Then it blows up in your face and now you can't deny it. So you got to... I think there's ways which I can understand someone denying the evil things that they've done. But you also have to understand that people are not going to give you the grace that you didn't give them when you lied to them.
True.
You haven't earned it.
True.
You haven't earned it. And if you want it, you got to take action. That's all that matters. But the truth...
I don't even think he gets that grace, though. I don't think Diddy deserves the grace of respect and understanding what an apology is, right? If I curse at my mother, I'm lucky I don't get my ass fucking beat, number one. But if I did that out of rage and I hit her, my uncle might come and whoop my ass. But if there's the grace period of like just cursing and being upset. I can apologize for my words. I can apologize for my actions. I can admit it was wrong. I can admit I was upset. But when you outright, let's say you hit your little niece or nephew, just beat them the fuck up and like really hurt them, you can't apologize for that because you actively beat them the fuck up. You actively were whooping their ass. You actively did that. That's fucked up. Let's continue.
Truth is, this man has done a lot of evil things. Everything from beating all the women in his life to including his mother. When I heard he was slapping his mom, I'm like, pfft. Hey, yo, some of y'all built different. That's crazy.
That's evil.
And you go on.
That is the most evil shit ever if it's true. He slapped his mom. That means he's so drunk with power. He thinks he is the shit. He's the man. He really thinks he is above it all.
To learn all the weird, funky shit that this guy's done to supposed men in the industry as well. And it's like, you're taking responsibility?
No, he's not.
My friend, I don't think there's enough bullets that you could put in your own temple to take responsibility for some of the evil shit that you've done. But hey, that ain't for me to decide. That's for the people you hurt and your maker. So, the internet's not the one you got to be apologizing to. They're not the ones who were hurt by this. They're not the ones who were beaten for 10 to 11 years. So that's what I think about this.
The apology, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. But I'm not having it, really.
I mean, even the apology, like, what did he admit to? It was so short. And he didn't admit to nothing. He didn't talk about how he's doing restitution. He didn't talk about... Like, if you think about it, the PR never ended.
It was just word salad. It was just, I'm giving you this grace. I'm gracing you with my presence and giving you this word salad because you're going to accept it and not know what I'm apologizing. You know what I'm apologizing to, but you really don't.
This isn't an apology.
I don't even
This is just enough so that the people who want to support him can feel like, oh, well, you know, he's talking to God. Oh, he's doing the steps or whatever it is. Boss, guess what happens when you beat people up for years and you beat them repeatedly with weapons? You go to jail. That's what happens.
True.
You don't get on Instagram and make a video and get away with it. How you take a responsibility? Walk your ass to the courthouse and then I'll believe you.
Yeah.
Walk your ass to the courthouse, admit it to all the things that you've done, okay? Go to jail, and then maybe we could actually have a conversation.
Go to jail.
That's accountability, and that's responsibility.
Yeah.
To be accountable and to be responsible in that way, yes. For abusing people, abusing your mother, sex trafficking this woman, anything, that is the level of abuse that you've done to a person, and you talk about accountability, nigga, apples to oranges on this end, but all right.
Take the plane back. Come back.
Yeah.
Come back.
Go meet with the people that you hurt.
Come back.
Yeah.
Come back on land.
Fucking coward.
Come back here.
Hey. And all the people, all the guys, all the people I saw who were getting on videos loudly defending him. Then this video come out, they make a little, get on camera, get on camera and say how evil that was. The same way you've voraciously defended the man. I think I invented that word. It don't matter.
No, I think it should be a word.
It didn't matter.
Because the thing is that you said it and it made sense.
But okay.
So to me, there's
a word that's close to it. I just don't know what it is.
Veracity?
No. Doesn't matter. All that matters is this.
I think it's a word.
All the people who are defending him loudly.
I think it's a word.
Be also admitting you was wrong. That's it.
Say it.
But anyways, that's it for today's video.
Shout out to Abba and Preach. I respect them 100% for making this video. We have a lot of diddler stuff here. Omni, good man, good content creator. Let's get into the skinny. Omni is a fucking incredible content creator. Shouts to him.
Hey, here I am talking to you. It goes on the day another video.
Go to jail.
I'm so sorry.
Go to jail. Just go.
But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now? What's up, guys? Omni here. You guys know how it goes. Another day, another video.
Shout out to Omni. This video is old, but bleach blonde butch, bad bleach blonde butch body is crazy.
Yeah,
But shout out to Omni. This video is good. I want his commentary on it because commentary like this is important. And I usually stream for 2 hours, so I am filling up a lot of commentary as possible. And I showed up in one of his videos, so I'll probably show that clip later.
Night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today is Monday, May 20th. It's a beautiful weekend, isn't it? I'm in a good mood for reasons I'll explain in a little bit. But first, let's just jump right into today's news because a lot of wild things happened over the weekend that you guys probably already know about. But just in case you don't, let's just get right into it. Okay, Wiki Dreamer, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about said Diddy apology. That's right, guys. We already know about Diddy, aka the Diddler. I believe his home got raided a couple of weeks back, and people were wondering, oh, what's happening with the Diddy situation? Is he going to get arrested? Does he work for the police? Is he a CIA asset? What the hell is going on? Over the weekend, some footage came out that I cannot show you guys here because it is that violent, that showed P-Diddy and his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. A Diddy YouTuber apology. That's right. You've probably already seen this apology, but you haven't seen me.
The Diddler.
Look at this apology. I can't believe we're here, guys. It's May 2024 and we're getting
I'm late. I'm
late. This is just an insane night. I feel like sometimes life is a simulation because we're now here with actual Diddy out here making an apology. And what can he say? What do? After you see, right, a video such as violent as that, what exactly are you going to say to apologize? This wasn't like some oopsie whoopsie, sorry guys, I accidentally did XYZ. No, this was footage of this man committing a terrible, heinous, violent crime towards somebody. It wasn't even a fair fight. It wasn't even like he was fighting and he beat somebody. He just kind of basically beat up somebody who was defenseless. And that's just footage that we have, okay, when it has to deal with Cassie. We already know if that's the only thing that we're seeing in terms of footage, then we know there was so much more in the background. That was just the tip of the iceberg.
Now, that's what I've been saying, and I think that's what Advent Preach said. I agree, and I say this for the most part. We don't know Diddy. We really don't, right? We know, we know his music, his escapades, right? We know the energy between him and Bad Boy and like the Tupac, but what we don't know is who he really is. And maybe that sticks with you, right? Like those, like the TV show, or like, what is it, Making the Band or some shit like that, where Diddy just asking for ridiculous shit. Like that is him. The Cambodian milk nigga, that's him.
1/10 of it, okay? His evilness has already shown itself. People already knew. Now it's just basically being visualized for everyone to see. So what exactly can this man say? And in a minute and 11 seconds, that's somehow going to make some people feel like, oh, glad Diddy came out with that statement. I know what I saw was just absolutely wild, but this statement just makes me feel like, what could he say?
It's so difficult.
The Diddler. Damn, I said the Diddler. Y'all niggas stop. That's crazy. Fucking ad.
Like on the darkest times in your life, sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I made.
What about Cassie, my nigga? What sucks is the fact that the person you beat, and you're not even mentioning them, nigga.
No excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. I'm going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
This nigga Omni said, no, fuck you, Diddler.
I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Really?
I'm truly sorry.
Liar.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. The whole part where he's like, I had to ask God for. Did y'all have the same reaction, bro? Like when he had to ask God for forgiveness. You ain't have to ask Cassie for forgiveness. You ain't have to. You had to ask God, like, my bad, God. Did he even apologize to Cassie? Okay,
There was zero apology here.
Let's just look at this apology. Let's rewind. Let's actually break down this response, okay? Let's actually look at some of the things that makes this response so damn bad. First of all, the response existing in itself, okay? What are you doing? What are you doing? Who told you that this was a good idea? What are you saying sorry for? And who are you saying sorry to? To me.
And you know what's crazy? Imagine Diddy sat down and said, I'm just gonna apologize, but I'm gonna be very vague as fuck. Nigga, why? You didn't address Cassie. You didn't address the bullshit because he's like, well, there's a video of me beating her ass. I guess I'll just say sorry for 2016 Diddy beating her ass. Huh? That's crazy.
Me? To us? To fans? To people in general? Like, who are you apologizing to? Okay, because I think the only person that you really need to be apologizing directly to is Cassie herself. Okay, you don't say nothing to us. You ain't the one that beat us up. You ain't beat us up. You ain't let us down. We knew you was a bad dude, so this doesn't surprise us. So who are you apologizing to?
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you got to do that.
What?
I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom.
Bro, we get it. Like, already making it about yourself and how dark you are, hitting rock bottom. You hit her with the freaking rock bottom, okay? No one cares.